days ago, I was at Disneyland. I've been traveling a little bit the last week, and I haven't been there for a while. And as you know, Disneyland's usually really, really crowded. And it was interesting because I was paying attention just to how people's energy move when there are lots of people around. And especially as an empath, I usually in the past would get really overwhelmed in crowded situations. Even though I love Disneyland, I love playing, but I would feel really overwhelmed, and I noticed that I used to close in on myself a lot. I would just kind of fold my energy in. And 2 days ago when I was there, I was really paying attention because it was pretty crowded, and I was paying attention to all the people around me. Like when I would be standing in line for a ride, I was paying attention to people's energy, and it really is like people fold their energy in, almost like folding their wings in, and kind of shrink their auric field, because the mentality is there's too many people and not enough space, and so you make yourself small. And it's really interesting if you look at people's energy or auric field when they're in crowded places. We mostly do that. And so as I noticed that, I thought, I'm going to try my technique and really push my energy out instead of folding in. And so I visually imagined my aura going out, like unfolding, almost like butterfly wings, pushing it out and making a lot of space around me aurically. So just pushing my electromagnetic field really far out around me and shining really bright, imagining it getting all bright and shiny and feeling very powerful, and imagining that from my solar plexus, my inner solar plexus gem, which is like in my mind a little fire gen or genie, that sort of rising up and making my whole center really bright like an ember, sort of burning, and then pushing all that out. And I did that with all of my chakras, sort of opened them up and pushed them out, and imagined myself just feeling and indulging in my own energy, what I was feeling, how I was thinking, in terms of how I was enjoying the experience. And so it felt like this sort of unique balance between interacting with the physical experience around me at Disneyland, but unplugging from everybody's energy, unplugging from thinking about, like, your brain naturally kind of goes into survival mode. There's lots of people, you have to make sure you get from here to there, not get trampled or whatever. So it's interesting to watch your brain, or to just kind of observe how your brain functions in crowded situations, and how your auric field and your energy function. But as I made the switch, and I intentionally used my visualization to push my energy out and imagine myself really, my energy moving out, and then sort of just playing in, it was my energy with the physical experience around me. It almost became my own little world. And yes, I was still aware of people, and it's not like I was completely indulging in myself, but I was aware of the experience and the people around me and the people I was with, but I was very much just in my own energy and sort of playing with my own energy and imagining myself as a fountain, sort of fountaining things off. And it was really interesting because as I made the switch, I noticed people kind of being drawn into me more, like just people in line kind of looking at me and being drawn into me. And I noticed sort of it felt contagious. I know it sounds weird, but I felt this kind of ripple effect. I was standing in line for Pirates of the Caribbean when I first did this, and I sort of felt this ripple effect around me, not only just with myself, but with my friends that I was with, and then with the people around me. So it felt interesting, and of course it could have all been in my imagination, but the point is I was purposely changing my intention about how I wanted to feel, rather than feeling closed in and small, and therefore your energy kind of pulling back and sucking in. And then when you do that, the external becomes a lot more draining to you, because it almost feels like this energetic struggle between your external environment and your internal energy, especially when you don't feel like you have enough room for your energy. And I feel like a lot of empaths, it's one of the biggest things they struggle with, is not feeling like they have enough room to be them, enough room to feel what they feel, because they're tuned into everyone else and they make themselves very small. So it was actually a really interesting technique to practice at a place like Disneyland, which is really busy. So I just thought I would share that with you. And I know I haven't posted in the empath group in a while, but a lot's been going on. I'm actually settling now in a new place, and I'll be there for a little while, so I'll probably start doing videos more for the empath group. But for those of you who are in the Remembership group, we're still doing the Intro to Intuitive Magic next month. This month we've been doing the Intro to the Elemental Realm, Playing with Fairies, which has been a really fun class. I just love the group. So if you're thinking about joining the Remembership group, everyone in it, it's a small group, everyone in it is awesome, and we just really share from our personal experiences, and we have a blast together, and it's really fun. And this month we did The class is Playing with Fairies, Intro to the Elemental Realm, and the book we've been using is the Fairy Bible. Next month is going to be Intuitive Magic. That's the class. And the book of the month club is The Artist Way, because I'm really going to use more creative, right brain sort of techniques to help you connect with your internal magic. Because I believe that we all have our own unique magic that we do and our own unique way that we create our lives and visualize our lives, and so I think connecting with your right brain, with your creativity, is one of the best ways to access that. So that's what we're going to be doing next month in the membership group. And anyone who wants to join, if you don't have the book, The Artist's Way, I have one free one to give away. It's used, but I'll send it. I have an extra, so I'll send it to whoever emails me first. And the membership group, for those of you who've asked, I've had a lot of people ask me questions. Some of you aren't in the group, in the Empath group, and some of you are. So in the Empath group, I pinned a post at the top of the page that answers a lot of questions that I've had about the membership group and about the Sacral Chakra class, Empowering the Sacral Chakra, and that one's just for women. But the membership group is for men and women, and the membership group is $11 a month, and there's a class each month and a book of the month thing, and there's also monthly things that I'm going to be sending out. Next month is more of the official starting, but you can join for a month and then stop doing it, or you can prepay for several months if you want, and you get a discount if you do that. And if you go to my website, all of the if you go to the membership post, it says what all the next 6 months are going to be for classes and everything that we're doing. So it's a lot of fun, and if you do the whole 6 months, I think it's like $44, so you save like $22 or something to do if you want to do it in advance, or you can just try 1 month or whatever. But for those of you who've asked, that's what that's all about. I'm really excited about the membership group because it's just more private, more intimate, more personal. I share a lot more in that group, and we connect a lot more on a deeper level, and that's sort of what I wanted to do with that group. And then this Empowering the Sacral Chakra class is for women, and that's all about connecting to our divine sexuality and our divine femininity and our sacral chakra, which is our giving, receiving, and creative energy. So I'm really excited about this class because I think for me personally, it's been the area that I've worked the most in and had the most amount of healing, and I'm still learning about my magic, my feminine magic in that way, and I feel passionate about it because I feel like it's been so demonized throughout history, feminine sexuality and our creative energies, and I don't think it should be. I think it's sacred, and I think it's amazing and beautiful, and we should understand and learn what that energy is and how powerful it is. And so yeah, there's a lot about that on my page as well. So for those of you interested, those are going on. I'm actually traveling right now, so I'm in a hotel and by myself finally. So for those of you also in the class, I know some of you in the membership group are going to be seeing this video. I will be posting more today, probably this week, because I'll be in a hotel sort of hanging out by myself, so I'll have a lot to do. So a lot of free time to kind of get everyone caught up on everything. So if you have any questions, let me know. Join the Empathic Abilities group, which is free on Facebook if you want. I'll put a link to that below. That's to connect with other empaths and to connect more with me personally and stuff that I do for that group. And then the membership group and the Sacral Chakra class is on my website, chakracenter.org, if you're interested. I hope you guys are all doing well. Practice pushing your energy out and letting it sort of fountain out, and give yourself room to be you. Okay, ciao.